gracious God, we are grateful for the opportunity to gather here to attend to the needs of our city and its citizens. We're honored to have the opportunity to improve our community and help others, and we ask for your guidance and your wisdom. Help us work together because we can accomplish so much more when we do. I pray for your continued hand of protection over our city and all the people within. In Jesus' name I pray.
Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Doug Brown.
Here.
Megan Bryan.
Here.
Steve Dorchenez.
Present.
Kathy Driscoll. Here. Randy Mitchelson. Jim Olive.
Here.
Chris Skolteny.
Here.
Jeremy Wilson.
All aldermen are present. Tonight we get to honor the Taylorville High School girls bowling team. They were 11-0 in the regular season dual matches. They finished third at the Abe Lincoln tournament, first at the Jerseyville event, first at the Brian Hodges Memorial Tournament, and are the 2024 regional champions. Not to mention many individual comps that would take too long to list, but they finished fourth at the sectionals, moving them on to the state championship tournament for the first time as a team in 20 years. At state, they finished 17th as a team, missing the cut for day 2 by 89 pins. 2 individuals made it to the next day. They were Kylie Calloway, who finished 28th overall by averaging 199.7 for the 2 days. I was told she averaged 209 on the Saturday. And Abby Perry finished 56th overall, averaging 188.5 for the 2 days. Tonight we have the team. We have Melena Henson. If you'd stand when I raise your name, please. Melena Henson, Lily Edwards, Lene Neal, Clarity Shepard, Selena Johnson, Lydia Hopkins, Peyton Hill, Zeddy Colebrook, and Rayleigh Oliver. The team that went to the state was Macy Johnson, Emma Iyer, Kylie Calloway, Abby Perry, Kirsten Deal, Amy Dye, Soleil Chamente, is that pretty close?
Yeah.
And Alyssa Becker. If they'd come forward and have a little certificate, the name and the day after them, if the team would come forward. It says, whereas the 2023-2024 THS girls bowling team has shown perseverance, hard work, dedication, and great coaching, and whereas the 2023-2024 Taylorville High School girls bowling team had an amazing season, finished with 11 wins and no losses, the regional champions, and also the first team in 20 years to qualify for state, and now therefore I, Bruce Berry, Mayor of the City of Taylorville, do hereby proclaim February 20, 2024 as 2023-2024 Taylorville High School Girls Bowling Team Day. Congratulations. Coach,
I averaged 105.
We're gonna go have cake. I don't know if they want us to stay here yet or not.
You don't want to stay.
We don't want to stay.
You don't want to stay. He tell you it was in?
Yeah.
See you later.
congratulations, Coach. The coach is Gary Cannon. If you want to stand up, Gary, and we got cake for you. Ready to go ahead and go. And
wonderful. Let's go get cake, guys. Cake.
All right, I'll turn this over to Chief Wheeler. Chief Wheeler,
Yes, sir.
you're ready, go.
We'll make this fast for you.
All right.
Gentlemen. Almost lost one. Council, tonight we'd like to recognize some officers on an outstanding job on the incident they did on January 4th, 2024, where we had a combative subject that we had to, there was a lot of restraint held, this guy called us. He was out of control, completely out of control. I've been doing this job a long time. You know, we signed up for this job to do this, and it was, you know, that day was tough. You know, I think what it does happen quite too often, especially here in the city of Taylorville. You know, Chris Adams here just had one. He got naked on you, didn't he? Or half naked? Okay. Well, you know, it's just happened more and more and more because they know it's a revolving door with this new state can't go. So they can go ahead and punch us and get us to do what they want to do and just go home that night. So it's tough. The culture of policing has changed. My job is to keep these guys motivated, which I am, and I'm proud of them. That day really showed their commitment for the safety of our city. You know. One thing I will say, I probably will never forget the rest of my life. I'm not getting emotional, I got it, but I do get emotional sometimes. Sergeant Mills was in the bathroom, okay, with his head bleeding pretty bad, and he looked at me, and he always calls me boss, doesn't call me chief. But he looked at me and he said, "Boss, let's end this now." I'll never forget those words. And I said, "You know what? We are. We're going to stop this fight now." And I picked up a very large, what was it, 2x4? And we did our jobs. So we got him into custody, myself and Sergeant Mills. We know he was hurt pretty bad. I showed you those pictures. If he was struck a second time, I think one of those pictures that really hit home is if you see him laying on the ground, you see his arm up in the air, that was the second strike coming, okay? And I guarantee you, if I was a betting man, that Officer Just would have pulled that trigger, and he did not. And there must have been several times that it would have been a justified shoot that day. But, and another thing too, is when I went to the hospital to visit Sergeant Nelson, when just a couple inches lower, he probably wouldn't be with us here today, he was crying. He's crying. And I asked him why he's crying. And he said, "I couldn't edit it before Mills got hurt, the other officers got hurt." And I said, "Well, you know, don't think about that. Just take care of yourself. You know, and then it'll be fine." And then I did ask him why he didn't, and he said, "My family." He worried about his job, worried about the, you know, if he did shoot the guy, what would happen? Who's gonna twist the story around? No disrespect, sir. But a lot of things go through your mind emotionally when that was going on. So that's why I wanted to say before I get these awards out to these great guys, these great officers I have. I'm very proud of them, what they did that day. And it was the resilience of, you know, the bad guy was taken into custody without incident. And, he's fine. And his officers probably live with us for the rest of their lives. And I know sure what Sergeant Mills told me to happen. But, you know, for me and you guys, I love you guys. You don't always back me up, and I was right there for you. And thank you for all you guys do, truly. Since I talked, Lieutenant Colonel, want to read this? We're just going to read one, and then another one, and that's it. And then we'll get your way.
I ran down and got readers. Now forgive me because I haven't read this until now, so we'll get through this. So this is Medal of Valor statement for Sergeant Alan Mills, 2/20/2024. On January 4th, 2024, Sergeant Alan Mills responded without hesitation to a call for assistance from Taylorville police officers, exemplifying extraordinary bravery and dedication to duty. Upon arrival at the scene, Sergeant Mills immediately entered the residence to provide support to his fellow officers, displaying unwaveringly courage in the face of immediate danger. In the performance of his duties, Sergeant Mills, alongside his fellow officers, confronted an individual determined to evade arrest at any cost. Mr. Bates, the subject of interest, not only resisted arrest, but he also posed a great threat to the lives of officers present. In a brazen and victor's act, Mr. Bates welded a pipe with blades attached to both ends, striking Sergeant Mills at the head with devastating force, causing serious injuries that could have been fatal. Despite these readers aren't working all that well. Despite the ferocity of the attack, Sergeant Mills' swift reflexes and composed demeanor prevented a potentially tragic outcome, although he sustained a severe laceration to his head and a concussion, which is not going to hurt anything because everybody knows Alan. Oh, that's not I apologize. Okay, let's get back to seriousness. And concussion, which could have led to life-threatening brain bleed. Undeterred by his own condition, Sergeant Mills, alongside his colleagues, demonstrated remarkable restraint and professionalism, opting to utilize non-lethal force in the efforts to subdue the assailant. Even in the face of adversity and the apparent limitations of conventional non-lethal tactics, Sergeant Mills remained steadfast in his resolve to protect his fellow officers and uphold the law. Despite the inherent risks and possibly of further harm, Sergeant Mills displayed exemplary leadership and valor, ensuring the safety of both his comrades and the community they serve. The eventual apprehension of Mr. Bates, achieved without loss of life or serious injury, stands as a testament to Sergeant Mills' exceptional courage and unwavering commitment to maintaining public safety and order. His actions of that fateful day not only saved lives, but also underscored the selfless dedication and bravery inherited to the noble profession of law enforcement. Sergeant Alan Mills' unwavering courage, decisive actions, exemplary conduct in the face of grave danger deserves the highest recognition. His valorous deeds bring great credit upon himself and the law enforcement community and serve as the source of inspiration to all who serve and protect. Congratulations.
Okay. All right. Officer Ponzo for bravery.
Officer Adams, same thing, bravery.
Detective Woods. Woods is not here. I want to do this one also to Dispatcher Jack Green. Dispatchers are a lifeline. This gentleman here made sure there was no other traffic during this whole incident. He made sure that what I mean by no other traffic, it was just us.
Statement of bravery for Officer Greg Just. Statement of bravery for Officer Nichols.
All right, Sergeant Adams now is promoted to sergeant. Congratulations, buddy. Sergeant Jeff Wood is also promoted to sergeant. So he's in here. He's got 2 awards. And once again, I want to thank you. Also, I want to give prayers to 13 officers being shot in the last 7 days. We're up 60% from last year. And shooting and an officer. So I'm going to keep having the prayers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Need a motion to approve the omnibus vote.
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Bryant, second.
Second.
Alderman Olive, questions or comments? Roll call.
Megan Bryant.
Yes.
Steve Dorchenez.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Randy Mitchelson.
Yes.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Chris Scoltetti.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Motion carries 8-0. Minutes of the regular meeting held February 5th, 2024. Minutes of the Water Committee meeting held February 8th, 2024. Minutes of the Lake Committee meeting held February 8th, 2024. Minutes of the Ordinance Committee meeting held February 15th, 2024. And minutes of the Finance Committee meeting held February 15th, 2024. Motion to accept the minutes.
So moved.
Alderman Bryant, second.
Second.
Alderman Dorchenez, questions or comments? Roll call.
Steve Dorchenez.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Randy Mitchelson.
Yes.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Chris Scoltetti.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryant.
Yes.
Motion carries 8-0. Ordinance, motion to amend ordinance number 4210, amending section 3-6-3H, chapter 6 of Title 3 of the Taylorville City Code, revising paragraph B. Motion,
So moved.
Alderman Driscoll, second.
Second.
Alderman Bryant, questions or comments? Roll call.
Steve Dorchenez.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Randy Mitchelson.
Yes.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Chris Scoltetti.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryant.
Yes.
Motion carries, and the mayor votes yes on all ordinances. So motion carries 9-0. Motion to approve or accept the easement for White Oaks Drive drainage improvements.
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Dorchenez, second.
Second.
Alderman Driscoll, comments or questions? Roll call.
Randy Mitchelson.
Yes.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Chris Scoltetti.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryant.
Yes.
Steve Dorchenez.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Motion carries 8-0. Motion to advertise for bid White Oaks Drive drainage improvement.
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Dorchenez, second.
Second.
Alderman Brown, questions or comments? Roll call.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Chris Scoltetti.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryant.
Yes.
Steve Dorchenez.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Randy Mitchelson.
Yes.
Motion carries 8-0. Motion to authorize and direct the mayor to sign the fill tug excavating change order number 1 for the City Hall parking improvement. There's no difference in the amount, but there is a difference in the project completion date. The new project completion date is May 3rd of 2024. Motion to accept.
Yes.
Alderman Olive, second.
Second.
Alderman Wilson, questions or comments? Roll call.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Chris Scoltetti.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryant.
Yes.
Steve Dorchenez. Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Randy Mitchelson.
Yes.
Motion carries 8-0. City Attorney updates. Rocky?
Yes, a couple of things to bring to your attention. Number one, I think on your ordinance committee, in talking with the mayor concerning the business that City Christina has on the square there has to be a new liquor license class to accommodate what she's doing, because I think she has, from what I understand, she's also serving alcohol in addition to in the back room. So we don't have a liquor license class that would fit the two things that she wants to do. So I would suggest that you go to the ordinance committee and direct that a new class be approved to accommodate her business. Secondly, speaking with the mayor and Marlin group, there was the question, I don't know how it's going to happen here with the ditch witch that was ordered a directional drill. I think Marlon wants to get approval from the council at some point to cancel the order, because it's been almost a year in delivery and that wasn't what was expected. And he's got perhaps with Vermeer to get a substitute drill and get an earlier delivery date. So that needs to probably go back to committee and give him some authority to go forward and get that accomplished. So you've seen an email from me regarding the Ridge Minor subdivision back in February 14th. And I think we're waiting to see the application for special use by CTI. And obviously we're going to talk about some things on some litigation matters in our closed session meeting this evening. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Comment, Alderman Bryant?
Comment on the mower, and this is gonna be Megan's version. I know that Marlon did.
It's a directional bore. It's not the mower.
Oh,
It's a
I
ditch
thought we
witch.
were talking about
The ditch witch is a directional
It's
bore.
a ditch witch.
Okay, well, okay,
The
well,
mower's something else.
the mower, just so you know, we did get a verbal, we can cancel that contract.
Well, that's the ditch witch that we got
Yeah.
approval from the salesman, but we were wanting something, right?
Oh.
That's the way I understand.
So why would we take it back to committee?
Well, we don't need to if we can get something in writing that we can cancel the ditch witch in order to Vermeer.
They were supposed to send that Friday.
Okay?
We got confirmation.
I think Marlon's going to talk to the mayor. I think, have you got that in writing yet from ditch witch yet?
Not that I was aware of on Friday. I didn't talk to Marlon today at all.
Yeah, the guy contacted.
We're working on it.
Friday.
Yeah, we just don't want to be charged with two pieces of the same equipment.
As I spoke with Marlon about that, but if we do go with the Vermeer, we definitely this time want to make sure that the purchase order has a definite delivery date set forth in writing to us, so we can, take action on it.
Alright. The mayor's update, the only thing I have is on the house on Poplar Street and 2nd Street. We're waiting on the proper authority to tear both of them down. The one is we're waiting on permission from the owner who sells the property, and the other we're waiting on the days that the notice was in the paper to expire. So it's going to be probably a couple of weeks before either house gets torn down, but we're working on that. That's all I have. Thank you. Committee reports. Discussions and/or motions to approve, adopt, and/or deny, and/or table, and/or amend, and/or refer to an appropriate committee and all parts of matters regarding the following subject matters discussed at the committee level. Finance Committee. Alderman Mitchelson.
Thank you. Before I make a motion to accept the treasurer's report, I believe that Alderman Bryant has a few questions regarding the bill. Alderman Bryant?
I did, but I texted you back and let you know that I got that email with those questions answered today, so I'm good to go.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
I'll make a motion to recommend the City Council to accept the treasurer's report as presented.
Motion by Alderman Mitchelson, second. Second. Alderman Skoltedi, questions or comments? Roll call.
Jeremy Wilson,
Yes.
Doug Brown,
Yes.
Megan Bryant,
Yes.
Steve Dorchenez.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Randy Mitchelson,
Yes.
Jim Olive,
Yes.
Chris Scoltetti.
Yes.
Motion carries 8-0.
We have a motion that I'd like to make to approve the addition of $10,700 for the fireworks fund and $10,000 for the Chili Fest to be paid out of the BDD funds to the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce.
Motion by Alderman Mitchelson, second. Second. Alderman Alderman Skoltedi, questions or comments? Roll call.
Doug Brown,
Yes.
Megan Bryant,
Yes.
Steve Dorsones.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Randy Mitchelson,
Yes.
Jim Olive,
Yes.
Chris Teddy,
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Motion carries 8-0. Ordinance Committee, Alderman Skoltedi.
Thank you, Mayor. First, you have a motion to recommend to the City Council to direct the City Attorney to prepare an ordinance to amend the City Code to place a four-way stop sign at the corner of West Vine Street and North Power Street, and make that a form of a motion.
Motion by Alderman Skoltedi, second.
Second.
Alderman Brown, questions or comments? Roll call.
Megan Bryant,
No.
Steve Dorsones.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Randy Mitchelson,
Yes.
Jim Olive,
Yes.
Chris Teddy,
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson,
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-1.
All right, next we have a motion to recommend to the City Council to direct the City Clerk to amend ordinance number 4210 by removing the words cigarettes, tobacco, and tobacco products from the ordinance. Make that in the form of a motion.
Motion by Alderman Skoltedi, second.
Second.
Alderman Bryant, questions or comments?
Mr. Mayor, I think that motion is moot with the adoption of the ordinance that you did earlier.
Correct. All right. So, water and environmental.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to make a motion to recommend to the City Council to approve and accept the low bid for 8-inch C9000 PVC pipe from Schulte Supply at a cost not to exceed $29,824.
Motion by Alderman Driscoll, second.
Second.
Alderman Olive, questions or comments? Roll call.
Steve Dorsones.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Randy Mitchelson,
Yes.
Jim Olive,
Yes.
Chris Teddy,
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson,
Yes.
Doug Brown,
Yes.
Megan Bryant.
Yes.
Motion carries 8-0.
Thank you. Next, I'd like to make a motion to recommend to the City Council to approve the purchase of a remote control mower from Brown Equipment Company at a cost not to exceed $63,947 to be split evenly between the Water Department, the Lake Department, and the Street Department.
Motion by Alderman Driscoll, second.
Second.
Alderman Bryant, questions or comments?
Mr. Mayor, question, is there any trade-in of an existing mower to acquire this new mower?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, then we're good to go.
All right. Roll call.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Randy Mitchelson,
Yes.
Jim Olive,
Yes.
Chris Teddy,
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson,
Yes.
Doug Brown,
Yes.
Megan Bryant,
Yes.
Steve Dorsones.
Yes.
Motion carries 8-0. Next is motion to approve or ratify payment of bills, $211,586.42.
I'd like to make the motion, Mayor, that we ratify the bills.
Motion by Alderman Mitchelson, second.
Second.
By Alderman Wilson, questions or comments? Roll call.
Randy Mitchelson,
Yes.
Jim Olive,
Yes.
Chris Teddy,
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson,
Yes.
Doug Brown,
Yes.
Megan Bryant,
Yes.
Steve Dorsones.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Motion carries 8-0. First subparagraph G of 5 ILCS 120/2.06. This portion of the City Council meeting is reserved for any person wishing to address the council on any relevant subject matters concerning the city. The Illinois Open Meeting Act 5 ILCS 120/1FC mandates no action shall be taken on subject matters not listed on the agenda, but the council may direct staff to address the topic or refer the subject matter to a future council and or committee. If anyone wishes to address the council, please provide your name and address. Limit your comments or presentation to 3 minutes and avoid repetitious comments. Thank you. Anyone out there like to address the council?
I want to say one thing. I just want to thank you all for supporting the police department. It came from the guys outside, okay? Yeah, thank you.
Anyone else like to? No, seeing none. Motion to go into closed session to discuss the following subject matters. Motion to go into closed session pursuant to 5 ILCS 120/2C11 to discuss the numerous pending litigation actions involving Jamal Shahada against the city officials, officers, attorneys, and all subject matters relating thereto, including but not limited to the investigation attorney-client reports and communications, consultant reports, discovery, settlement negotiations, settlement offers, Illinois Freedom of Information Act request, status of cases, offers, issues, city defense counsel opinion and recommendations, pretrial and trial strategies, and to include the following persons to be present during all or part of such closed session, namely the mayor, alderman, city clerk, city treasurer, city attorney via Zoom, police chief, and such other persons or persons as the mayor decide during the city council meeting and or during such closed session. So, need a motion to go into closed session. Alderman Driscoll, second.
Second.
Alderman George Shanez, roll call.
Jim Olive,
Yes.
Chris Teddy,
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson,
Yes.
Doug Brown,
Yes.
Megan Bryant,
Yes.
Steve Dorsones,
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll,
Yes.
Randy Mitchelson.
Yes.
Motion carries 8-0. I'd also like the candy to stay if anybody has any issues to help us.